Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Nunez. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bearcats have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still...
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Going to run it. It's Nunez. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets away from one, finds room.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in 3rd and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the 1st down. Goodness gracious, this guy's so good.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
1 back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. Just ran him over. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking downfield, it's Hudson. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does?
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 7, Sam Houston 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Makuba. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the tackler. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. That's a live ball. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll try it again. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. On the option. The pitch. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Chanticleers want to crank the tempo. Just feeds the running back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Dances away from one. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell this.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Willihan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not. He stopped at the 13. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the shot that clears want to move quickly. To throw, it's Buck. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Going to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the right. And the missed connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking downfield, it's Buck. Moves away as he feels pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Chanticleers headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll try the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Just buried it. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Hurley. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now he's looking to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try the right side. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Sam Houston 17, Coastal Carolina 7.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeps it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Sam Houston. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Chanticleers moving quickly to the line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What a turn that that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The handoff, keep working on that clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback takes a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says. And this is just one of those... Everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Corners are going to bail. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. And that pass picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate a